It's kitchen confession time, and today's confession is something I know every single person who travels experiences every single time they travel. This is all about foundations. It's all about staying true to your goals and discovering what it takes to eat clean anywhere in the world. Hi, I'm Lori. I've been a vegetarian slash vegan slash plant-based journey for 3 decades now, and I've learned a ton as I navigated this food scene. Food choices are difficult no matter where you are, but especially when you travel. How many times have you thrown caution to the wind just because you're stepping away from your life for a bit? I know I have a ton of times. Imagine being on a cruise ship and not eating at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Why not indulge and get back to your true way of eating when you get back home? Except we travel more. We step away from our lifestyles more often than ever. And one of the things that I've discovered many years ago is that eating isn't just about taking food in. It's a moral compass to how you live your life. Let's talk about the I'll start over next week mentality. It creates an all or nothing cycle. You're literally telling your brain that the way you live your life is challenging at best and that you need a vacation from your convictions once in a while. Does that sound like foundations to you? Now imagine building a house and telling the structure that it can take a vacation a few times a month. Would you want to live in that house knowing that at any moment it can fall down? Of course not. Sounds a little crazy, right? And yet that's what we do when we go down that all or nothing path. We're telling ourselves that how we choose to live is difficult. You're missing out on the best that life has to offer. You need a break from it all because it doesn't allow you to be you. And that creates friction in the way that you live. If you found yourself in this situation, it's time for a reframe. When you decide to live plant-based, it's something you should do for a better you because you choose to stay healthy despite all the temptations around you. You overlook the marketing and all the little things that all these great big food giants promise you, and you choose to create your own plan for good health. I'm here to tell you that travel doesn't need to be a break from wellness. Instead, it can be a practice space. You can eat just as well on your plant-based diet anywhere in the world. You just have to be more conscious about how you go about it. It may be difficult in the beginning, but trust me, the more you practice, the easier it gets. And you really do start looking forward to going places and figuring out how to stick to your plant-based goals. This is about choosing what supports you, not what restricts you. So let's talk about how you do that. And I'll go ahead and use an upcoming trip I have as a guide. So what I do is I check out the airport restaurant guides long before I enter the airport. I find where my gate is, and I look for the best restaurants to suit my needs. You can access their menus online and even find out how close they are to your gate. It makes it easy to stop by, order your food, and be on your way. Next, realize that flights often have delays. I know, no surprise there, right? But it's easy to get grumpy if you don't have enough fuel to fuel your body to carry you through the day. So I always suggest to pack up a few snacks in your bag for the just in case. I always bake power bars and energy muffins the day before I leave, and that way I can pack them into my travel bags. I buy the best power bars from companies I know and trust. I'll create go-to bags of nuts, seeds, and dried fruit. I also travel slightly differently if I'll be gone a few days versus a week or more. You should also map out a few restaurants for when you land. This gives you a selection of places to go, depending on where you're going and who you're with. You won't have to figure it out on the go. And don't forget to look for grocery stores and farmers markets to get your best selections of plant-based foods. Really, a half hour of research can be a game changer whenever you're stepping away from your home. And on the flip side, don't beat yourself up when you do make mistakes. We're human. 3 decades on this journey, and I still do it occasionally. Like on my last trip to Mexico. I'd done everything right, but after a long day of travel, the airline offered me a cheese platter for dinner, and I ate it. I never eat cheese anymore, and it didn't agree with me for the next few days. But you know what? That's okay, because again, we're human, right? Which brings me to my biggest piece of advice while traveling, and that is to pick your non-negotiable meal. For me, it's breakfast. I know exactly where I can get power smoothies near where I'm staying if I can't make it myself. On my next trip, I'll be staying with my sister, and she knows me uber well. She has fruits and veggies along with my favorite protein powder waiting for me. But when I'm in a hotel or an Airbnb, I always map out the closest smoothie bar, and so far I've always been able to find one as I'm running out and about. Really, the world is getting easier for us plant-based lifestylers. Here's the one thing that I want you to keep in mind. Even one plant-based meal a day while traveling can keep you connected to your values and keep your energy levels up. So there you have it, my answer to this week's kitchen confession. You don't need to pause your health journey when you travel. You just need to travel with your values in your pocket. Now, if you like this tip, please give me a thumbs up and give me some love below and share your comments. Have a kitchen confession yourself? I'd love to hear all about it. Maybe yours will be featured soon. Bye for now.